And good morning, San Antonio. Welcome to the Happy Handyman Show. I'm Trudy Chook, broadcasting live from Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware. We're going to be here for the next hour, and we are going to talk about, well, of course we're going to talk about Mother's Day and the event we have going on today, but I have got a new tool that I am dying to show you today. I got it at the last Do It Best show, and I think it's going to rock your world and change your life, okay? That's what my brother-in-law said, because he's the one that found it, and he said to me, please buy this. If no one buys it, I'll buy them all. And so, okay, I can do that. So I'm going to show it to you, and I think you're going to agree with me. It's a great little tool. But first of all, let me tell you what's going on in the store today. We're having a Mother's Day event. It's been going on for the last 2 days, and today it is, some of the event things are going to wrap up today. We still will be open tomorrow, and if you need a gift at the last minute, let me tell you, you pick it out, we'll wrap it up, and you can pick out a card and go home, and make it that painless, okay? I just had a guy that came in this morning and said that. So let me tell you what is going on. There's some select apparel that is going to be 35% off today with any Ennis purchase. How many of you know what Ennis perfume is? They usually you see Ennis at vacation places, really nice hotels and things like that. But Ennis is this really clean fragrance, and we have it in like perfume, we have it in lotions, we have it in diffusers for the house, all kinds of things. But if you buy $20 or more today, you can get a free little lotion just to stick in your, have somebody stick in your purse, or if you're buying it for somebody else, yeah, you can take it home for yourself. Okay, and you get a ticket to be able to get, we have a gift bags that we're going to give away, a gift basket that we're going to give away that's full of Ennis. It's really pretty. And then with any Glass House fragrance, how many of you are familiar with Glass House? Beautiful fragrance line. Candles, they do perfume now, they do room diffusers, they do stick room diffusers as opposed to oil diffusers. They're wonderful. If you haven't ever done their diffusers, which are dry sticks that are infused with the fragrance, I'm telling you, I love it, because when I leave in the morning, I can't really smell it, okay, because I guess I've gone nose blind. But then when I come home in the afternoon, I come into my house and this beautiful fragrance welcomes me and immediately calms me down from the craziness that has gone on in the store all day long. But right now, if you buy any Glass House fragrance purchase more than $30, you get a free perfume. And like I said, it's perfect for your purse. Like if you're traveling, this would be okay for your purse. And you could either give it to whoever you were buying a gift for, or keep it yourself. You know, I won't tell. And then Lamberger. Now it's not called Lamberger anymore. It's called Maison Berger, but it's a Lamberger, okay? And if you buy one of their lamps, with every lamp, you get a free full-size thing of fuel. And so the one that I have in my hand right now is Aroma Happy, and it smells so good. But this would be something that you would light when you're there at the house, but you light it for about maybe 2 hours, and then you extinguish it, and the fragrance will go on for hours, okay? Hours. It's one of the best ways to fragrance your house. You know, and the very first time I'd ever heard of Lamberger, I was at this one, oh shoot, now I just forgot the name of it, place that was right there on Broadway, and he had a little dog. See, this is what happens when you're early in the morning. But anyway, I found out Lamberger was really a room purifier. Originally, many years ago, like 100, that's how they started. They had them in hospital rooms, and then they thought, what if we put a little fragrance in it? Then everybody could have them. And so we do, and I love them. Okay, now also we're going to have a guest, a pop-up today, and it is Hill Country Rocks. He'll be here with his full line of jewelry, and it's gorgeous, just gorgeous things, and great pricing. It's always half off of what you see. So it's a great day to come in, and of course we'll have some snacks, and we're going to have a special drink, a Paloma, for y'all that are coming in today. I want to remind everybody, some of the other things that we do on a regular basis is we do lamp repair, and we do what we call, it's a rewards program called Best Rewards. And if you were a part of the rewards program right now, you would have gotten a Happy Mother's Day card from us with a $5 coupon off. And this is not something that you have to look for in email. This comes in your hot little mailbox. And so sign up for it. It's free. It gives you an occasional $5 off for holidays, your birthday, when you sign up, when the anniversary of when you sign up. When you spend $250, they'll send you one. It's just a nice way for us to say thank you that you can use. So let's talk about some of the new things that we have in the store, but first let me tell you where we're located. We're at 2361 Northwest Military Highway, which is super easy to find. You just take the Northwest Military exit off of 410, okay? And you can get it going both ways. And it will immediately throw you onto Northwest Military Highway. And we're about 2 miles north, right past the light at Lock Hill Selma. When you go past the light at Lock Hill Selma, you'll see us on the right-hand side in a shopping center, and it'll say Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware. There's a big Ross here. We're pretty close to that Ross. So if you see the Ross, we're here. And we are 11,000 square feet of everything that you need as far as maintenance around the house. Now, I already got to tell you about how special the gift shop is, but we have everything that you need as far as maintenance. Lawn and garden, plumbing, hardware, electrical, cleaning. We have an aisle that we call the Johnny aisle because Dad would go and collect things every time we went to the National Hardware Show. When we would go to many years ago, we were part of Ace Hardware. Now we're a part of Do It Best. Woo-hoo. And we're the largest co-op in the world. Yeah. So that gives us a lot of buying power and things where we can get things that other co-ops can't get. And so then we also have a paint department that is unbelievable. Okay, and I have a true life story right now. Okay, so yesterday a guy came in and he brought me crumbs of paint. Crumbs, they were crumbs. And I looked at him and I said, I don't know if my spectrometer can pick this up or not. But guess what? Because when I bought that spectrometer for the paint department, they said, if it's the size of a pin, like that we can pull the color. So that crumbly stuff was about the size of a pin, and we matched it, and he left and he says, looks good to me. So we have an extraordinary paint department, and we have great people that work in it, because sometimes, you know, you don't know, you can't be a professional about paint, but you want to do it yourself. So let us walk you through it. All right? All right, but let me tell you about something. Like right now, it is Mother's Day, but next month in June, it will be Father's Day. Why not give your dad something that kind of gives back for everybody at the house? How about a new Broil King grill? I fell in love with these grills. For one thing, they're really pretty. They're really pretty. And they start at, we've got great pricing and they start at $4.99. $4.99 for a great size gas grill that you can keep out on the patio. You could even probably have it in an apartment, but definitely at your house, and it wouldn't take up much room. And right now I have every style that we have put together, okay? And you can pick one up already put together, and I won't charge you for that because we did that for the merchandiser. But let me tell you a little about what makes these grills special. I already told you they're convenient. They're a gas grill, okay? They're a heavy cast grill grid. So when you open it up, it'll have these grids that have very deep sears for great flavor. It's really deep, and they make great sear marks. The flavor waves under the grill grids give you an even distribute for heat, okay? And in case y'all are wondering, I don't want to forget anything, I wrote it all down. And then wherever you see the knobs on the front of the grill, that's how many burners they have. Like the one that is the beginning one, the Royal 320, that's $4.99. It's got 3 burners. So if it's just you and your hubby, or just you, that is a perfect size. And the burners are different. They provide 2 rows of flames, so to give you a real even heat distribution. And the box, like when you close the lid, it gives you a very even cooking by the way that the air flows through it, okay? It's just real easy. Now, I'm gonna read you some of the things about the just entry-level one. But everything you hear about this entry-level one is the most expensive one that we have is $8.99. And the bottom line is a bigger grill, and it's got a side burner on it. So like if you wanted to cook some beans or heat up barbecue sauce on it, you can do that too. But they all come with heavy duty cast iron cooking grids, just like your iron skillet. How many of you have an iron skillet at home, and when you don't want to cook outside, you cook on your stove inside and you sear your meat on both sides, right? And it does such a good job. And well, that's what these grills start out with. And the flavor wave cooking system, it says it vaporizes juices and infuses them back into your food, because when you close that lid, all that stuff goes back into your meat. And then it has a fully enclosed cabinet base, electronic ignition, a bold matte color, but some of them come with a shiny cover. They're really pretty. And it's got a 10-year warranty on the burners and 2 years on parts. So it's got a great warranty. I love them. We've got 4 different ones. So like I said, the Royal 320 is $4.99, 3 burners. The Crown 310, a little bit bigger. Oh, and they all have shelves that go out on the side, and they have these built-in hooks. I mean, not even my Traeger grills have built-in hooks, and none of them had any side shelves, okay? This is just a really nice, well-built grill. The Crown 310, $5.99. It's a little bit bigger, still 3 burners. The Crown 420 has got 2 side shelves and 4 burners. It's $6.99, so we're getting a little bit bigger. And then the top of the line, the Crown S 440 is $8.59. It's got the side burner. It's 5 burners, so you've got a lot of space. So like if you were cooking for family, there would be more than enough. Or if you're like you're cooking for steaks, chicken, put a pizza on it. It's just great. And then all of them have this extra little piece on top where you can kind of rest your meat. They're really nice grills, folks. Really nice grills. And so if you were thinking about getting a grill for Dad or maybe even yourself, then come on in and take a look. And like I said, if you buy the ones that are off the merchandiser right now, they're already put together, and we won't charge you for that. So the ones after this will be a $25 charge to put them together. Now, what about spices? I brought in a line because I had seen this on Facebook, and they have like, I don't know, 1 billion followers. To say that I got jealous is, yeah, I was. It's called the Bearded Butcher. And as you can tell, I'm showing on Facebook. Those of you, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention this. We are streaming live on Facebook right now. You just go to Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware, and you'll see our Facebook page. Later on, if you go to our Facebook page, Jill will pull this and have it out on the page. It makes it easy. Or you can go to our YouTube channel and see it all out there, okay? And it's kind of nice because then you can see what I'm talking about. All right, I got 4 different spices from the Bearded Butcher. These guys have their own butcher shop. They are like super popular, but their spices, I think it's nice that they made their own line of spices. There is one called Original. So it is their original. All these spices have no sugar, no anti-caking, and no MSG. So it's just, and they are $12.99 for 11 ounces. This is a lot, okay? And then I got the black, okay? And these, I'm just gonna tell you right now, they're bold, okay? So they're bold. The next one is the black, okay? And it is rich and dark. It's so good. I tried them all. And this is, if you like to do a brisket or something like that, this would be something good to put on your brisket, okay? And then they have one called Bold, and the Bold is just what it says it is. It's an intense spice. And let me tell you what they say it's really good on. Do you have a hunter in your family and they like to get things and then have them processed? This is really good for game. Really good for game. And like all of them, no sugar, no MSG, no anti-caking, okay? And then the last one I got is one called Butter Blend. And Butter Blend is the original with butter flavor. So it's really good on chicken, steak, corn on the cob, and if you didn't think about it, grilled cheese sandwiches. How many of you ever have done a grilled cheese sandwich on your grill? You know, when, okay, I still have a Traeger grill. And we do still sell Traeger, but they're all special order. And, but I cook everything. Like when I cook on my Traeger, I cook everything like I need for almost 2 weeks. And I'll cook chicken, and I'll cook beef, I'll cook a pizza, I will cook ground turkey, everything that I need. And then after I get through cooking, then I pack it all up, and I don't have to worry about what I'm going to eat for dinner and for lunch for almost 2 weeks. And the nice part about when you grill stuff and then you put it up right away, all you got to do is heat it, and it tastes like it just came off the grill. Okay, especially when you use the right spices. Okay, so if you're thinking forward about what you're going to get Dad, think grill. He will love it. Now, I've already sold a couple of them, so if you go over there and you see sold signs on them, don't worry, we have some more in the back. All right, so now I kind of teased a little bit when I got to talk with Karen about this new tool that we have. This is called a Ivy. It's made by Ivy Classic, right? Yes, Ivy Classic. And it is a magnetized bit. Okay, hang on, I'm going to say it's a magnetic bit holder. Okay, so let me show it to you right now on Facebook. I think they're kind of pretty. They have gold trim on them. Okay, and they're super inexpensive. I think they're $9.99, but if they're $10.99, don't yell at me. And it's what's different about this, and what got my brother-in-law's attention, is it's got 2 magnets in it. Okay, so how many of y'all have ever, you're in this tight situation, maybe you're hanging cabinets, maybe you're putting something up that is hard to get into, and you use a bit holder that gives you some length, and then you have a screw on the end, and about the time that you want to try to drive your screw in, it moves, and if you're outside, it goes who knows where. But then you've got to start all over again. And that's why they started making magnetized bit holders. Well, this one takes it a step farther because there's 2 magnets in it. So the first magnet pulls in, those of you watching on Facebook, you can tell I didn't even get it inside the holder. And it's like 40% stronger than any other bit holder, okay? And it's in there. All right, and this magnet that you put it into in the bit holder magnetizes the bit holder. The bit. And then the second magnet holds on to the screw, and then you push this up, and those of you that are watching on Facebook, you can tell this screw is not going anywhere. This is a great tool to pick up, put it in your tool box.
Yes, I am. Thank you very much.
It is, I don't know, it's just very inexpensive, but then my brother-in-law went nuts over it, and I have to admit, I gotta have one too. So they're made by Ivy Classic. It is 1-piece stainless steel construction. It's got a 1/4-inch hex power shank, and it has 2 magnets in it. 2 magnets. So, and those of you that are watching, I mean, you can tell this is a very powerful magnet. Come in, it's going to be on the tool aisle. If you want to try it out, we certainly can do that for you and let you see what a great little tool this is. I mean, your dad would love this, your brother, anybody that likes working around the house, okay? All right. Let's see, what did I want to talk to you about one more time? I want to tell you real quick. Okay, so those of you that follow us on Facebook, you know we have a article that we write and a website. The article goes into Houston. And this last week, well, we talked about, guess what? Trudy's Headlight Magician. Yes, I finally got it on the website. I can't tell you, this was a bigger deal than I thought it was going to be. I've never done this before. I've never had my own product, taken it from the idea to the shelf. But right now, you can go out to our website, which is happyhandyman.com. The article is right there. You click on it, it'll take you right to purchasing Trudy's Headlight Magician. I'll tell you more about it in the next coming weeks. All right, we're going to take a real quick break. You've been listening to the Happy Handyman Show. Happy Mother's Day. We'll be right back. Okay. Okay. Okay, usually Jill is here to do this, but she's doing something with her grandson today. And so I wanted to talk to you a little bit about some gift ideas for Mother's Day and some new stuff that we got in. All right, I absolutely love the new casemate we got in. These are great vinyl bags. Is that no gorgeous or what? Absolutely beautiful. This one has got a bow at the top of it. How feminine is this? Can you imagine giving one of these? Now on the inside, it has a separate little case that you could put your makeup in, you could put your phone in, like say you're taking this to the coast or to the pool, okay? And then you could put that in. I've got several different colors. I've got blue, I've got this adorable brown gingham with a bow on it, and I have a very special one that I got like just for brides. It's white and it's got pearls all over it. Okay, now some of the deals that you can get to go with it, with the casemate, is this little, it's called a jelly pouch, okay? And it's a little zippered deal. This sells for $39.99. The pink casemate sells for $116. The ones without any bows are about, I think, $10 cheaper, but wouldn't this inside this be cute? Oh yeah, you would be #1 daughter or #1 son. Okay, now another thing that you could slip inside of there, these are the new swig that we got in. This is the water bottle. It looks, we got pink because I love this stuff, pink, but we also have some really pretty blue ones. They tend to look a little more lavender blue, but these are great. Like if your mom likes to carry her water around all the time, this is great, okay? Now, let me tell you what else we got in. All right. There is, oh, there it is. Okay, this also will go inside that casemate for makeup. So pretty, got a little bow on it. Okay, all right, now, if you were really doing something special for mom, and doesn't she deserve it? Some new PJs, and see they've got the pink on them. This is made by Bella Sleep, okay? And we have some that are short sleeve and have shorts. These are $56.99. They're silky, oh, they feel tremendous, okay? But that's not everything. They've got matching slippers. They are so soft, okay. And they're just great. And matching makeup bags, okay? Put her a cup in there. Is that not cute or what? This is also swig, so these are $38. And then, oh, my favorite, the new Cushy makeup bags. They're completely washable. You need to come in and take a look at those. Okay, I'm gonna get these all out of the way because Kale's gonna join us in a little bit. And then if that wasn't everything, all right, if you come in today, we have special packaging for Mother's Day. That's free. Okay, so come in today. If you've forgotten to do Mother's Day, we got you covered, okay? All right. Oh, welcome back to the Happy Handyman Show on WOAI 1200. I'm Trudy Chook, broadcasting live from Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware. Going to be here for the next 30 minutes. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of different things as far as maintenance around the house. The phone number here, if you want to give us a call, if you want to check on anything, is 210-341-1573. And right now, it's time for trivia with Kale.
How you doing?
I'm good. You
Good.
have your own time right now.
Okay.
Yes.
Happy Mother's Day Eve.
Thank you.
In fact, it was on this day in 1914 that Woodrow Wilson signed a proclamation making Mother's Day an official holiday.
Really?
Yep. So it's not as old as people thought. But it's funny, the lady who actually came up with the idea spent the rest of her life fighting it with
Whoa.
lawsuits and petitions. She wanted them to stop it
Why?
because of the commercialization.
Oh.
And yes, we 3 years ago we spent $35 billion on Mother's Day. You know,
35
so
billion.
it's very commercial now.
Yes.
And it is the actual, it's the busiest day for all restaurants. This is their busiest day. Tomorrow will be.
Tomorrow will be. Well, you want to hear something else funny? Is okay, at church we talk about this, that there are 2 days of the year where the church is just everybody comes, right? And one of them is Mother's Day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So we mothers have some real influence. Yeah.
Yeah, this is true.
We can get our kids that maybe might not go to church, but we get them to come on Mother's Day, right?
It is your day.
It is our day. And then what are you doing as far as in lawn and garden today?
Well, we, you know, it's never a bad time for compost or for mulch.
Okay.
Mulch is very important. We've been so lucky this year that we've gotten a lot of rain, and the temperatures haven't gotten too bad.
No, I mean, I had a jacket on the other day.
Yeah, I know, right?
Good.
So it's never a bad time to put down mulch. It conserves the water in the soil. It gives nutrients as it breaks down, and it keeps down the weeds.
And it keeps down the weeds. Yeah.
And we've got plenty of product for that.
And we do, don't we?
Yes, we do.
And you can tell everybody which one will be the best one.
Yes,
for
I
them.
can.
I thought so.
Okay.
All right, thank you,
All right,
Kale.
thank you.
Don't you love those little bits of trivia? I do. I think they're great. Like I told you, I had no idea he was this trivia expert until we had a great Christmas party this year. I mean, I think it's the best Christmas party we've ever had. We went down on the river and got on one of those barges, and we had dinner on the river. Everybody from work. We had a blast. Well, I sat right across from Kale, and every turn we made in that river, he was telling us about something, and that's when I went, "How do you know all this stuff?" He said, I mean, his dad, he'd been in the business and been around the business so much. So I hope y'all enjoy that, okay? All right, let's talk about some things. A lady asked me the other day, and she says, Trudy, how in the world do you think about all the things that you talk about on the radio? And I told her, oh, it's easy. Because people ask me questions all week long. And that's what puts together my show. Because you would think that people would ask kind of the same things over and over and over again, and some do. You know, we have a lot of questions on odor. We have tons of questions on toilets and floors, but main odor is like a huge thing. I mean, it's just huge. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about some of the things that maybe we don't talk about all the time, okay? Because they're not like super catchy kind of things, you know, they're just more of a maintenance kind of thing. But hey, you may need to know about that. So a lady came in, and she came in with my book, and she goes, okay, it says right here, you're supposed to have this one thing, and I can't find it on your shelf. Well, I looked and I no, it's right here, okay? And then we talked about she had a beautiful double door, and she said she can see light around it, and down the middle, and around the sides and the top, and it was a very specialized door. I mean, I'm sure that door cost her $10,000, and she says that it is so bad during the winter time that ice will form around the door on the inside. Well, that's not what you want, because if you get air back and forth like that, for one thing, it's not just air that you're getting back and forth, it's bugs. Bugs will crawl in and out of that, and then before you know it, you got junk all over the place. So for something that is so easy to take care of and so inexpensive, let me show you what to do. All right, if you just have a regular door, you know, just a regular 36-inch door there, and you see light around it, a lot of times people have this problem with the door going from the garage to the house, and they'll walk past it and they will feel air, and you feel it during the winter time because that air will be cold, and during the summertime because that air will be hot. And so there is a super easy way to take care of it, and I mean, it's so simple. It'll take you like 2 minutes, and it's called V-Flex. They call it Window-Seal, but it is also for doors. There's enough there to do a door, and it will take care of a gap almost a ½ inch. I mean, if you got a ½ inch, that's big. Okay, so this will take up a gap that is almost a ½ inch. It's a 17 foot, it's 17 inches, 17 feet. Okay, so up, across, and down. And it's made out of vinyl, so it's easy to trim with a pair of scissors. It's got adhesive on one side, and it's got, the reason they call it V-Flex is because it V's in the middle, okay? And so when you apply it to the frame of the door and you close your door, this V will open up and take care of any gap. It's so simple, it works so well, and it's super inexpensive. Now, what she was asking me about was jam up weather strip, and that is another thing to do. However, you have to put nails in it, and that's not for everybody, okay? There also is all kinds of other weather stripping, okay, like this. Okay, it is a rubber foam weather stripping. We have it, we sell it, I don't recommend it. Because after a while, this stuff compresses. The V-strip is good for 1 million door openings. 1 million, okay? And this will not last for 1 million, okay? But it's easy, and if that's what you want to do, we got it, okay? But I recommend the V-Flex. All right, so now another lady came in, and she said she has an oil stain on her granite. And I said, okay. Stone Tech makes an oil stain remover, okay? And what it is, it's like a poultice. Have you ever heard of people talking about that they put on their skin and stuff to draw out whatever it is that's making them sick? Well, this stuff kind of does the same thing. It's for natural stone, masonry, and grout. So if you've got a stain on your grout, you could put this on, it would pull it out. If you have like say you are cooking outdoors and you accidentally get some grease on the patio, well, concrete's like a sponge. And if you put it on there, I don't care if you go immediately to clean it, it's already gone down in it. Down. And so it's hard to remove. And so this you could use on masonry, Stone Tech Oil Stain Remover. You can also use it on granite. So if you get an oil stain on your granite, then this is what you need to pull it out. Then you need to apply a sealer. And there are easy sealers. They're not, granite gold makes a very easy one. You just simply spray it on, and then you buff it, and then you wipe it. And I did mine a year ago, and I get stuff on mine. I get ketchup on mine. I get wine on mine, and it wipes right off, okay? One time I accidentally got a water stain on my granite. That sounds so impossible, but it happens. And I used their daily cleaner, and it pulled it out, okay? But then right after that, after I had my little cry fest over it, I immediately sealed the granite. And you want to do that too. And if you buy granite or any kind of other natural stone, they will not seal it. It's just not something that they do. And so it's so simple to do, and it's inexpensive, okay? Now, another lady came in, and she has water stains on her cabinetry, okay? And it's stained cabinetry. So it was like an oak cabinet, and she was wanting to know how to get rid of the watermark on there. She gets watermarks on there, and it's right below her sink, okay? So that's normal, right? Well, there's a really easy way to take care of it. You can use Restore a Finish on it. You just are going to wipe it across the front of the cabinet. You want to go in one direction, okay? Not back and forth, one direction. You want to use a soft towel on the, if you're looking at Restore a Finish, on the front, on the label, it shows you what it can do. And the lady is just using a soft cloth. This is a family-owned business. I mean, like a long time, like the grandfather and then the father and the grandsons are running it now and doing a good job. And it will restore color to faded wood finishes, and you do not have to strip anything. I mean, most people, like if you see people on YouTube or anything like that, they're going to tell you you're going to have to strip it, and you're going to have to do this, and you're going to have to do that. And there may be some situations where you do have to do that. But this is a great plan B, and Restore a Finish goes down through the varnish and colors the wood underneath. There is nothing else that does that. I don't know how they've managed to keep people from not doing that, but this is super easy. Whenever you've got, say you get an antique piece, or you get something off the side of the road and you want to try to reuse it or something like that, and you look at it and it's in bad shape, try Restore a Finish first on it if it's a stained piece. I have seen Restore a Finish do unbelievable things. It will blend out scratches. I used it on my wood flooring at my other house. I had beautiful parquet flooring. Beautiful. It was gorgeous. But it had little surface scratches, and it had areas where people constantly walked in that same area, and it took out the color. I mean, it just literally wore it off. Well, I would use Restore a Finish on it, and I would just take a little rag and I would tap it in those places and smooth it out, and it would look like brand new again. And then I would use Quick Shine Floor Finish on it. Oh, that made that floor look unbelievable. It looked like I had completely refinished the floors, paid somebody to do it, and I was not going to do that. This will remove heat rings. And so, like, if something happens and you're doing your hair and you lay like the curler down on there and the heat leaves a mark on the cabinetry, you can push this across it and it will restore it, okay? So that's what I told her to do. And then I also told her to use feed and wax for protection. Now, feed and wax does a lot of things. One thing, it's a penetrating oil, okay? It's made out of several different waxes, and it penetrates. So it will make your dry, dull cabinetry look beautiful. And all you do is you act like you're dusting. You put about a quarter's worth on a soft rag and you start going across the cabinets, okay? And it has a wonderful fragrance to it. It's an orange, and it has beeswax, orange oil, and it has a carnauba wax, okay? And I always say that wrong. But this is really good, okay, for your cabinetry. In fact, Mom and Dad, tell you a little quick story. Mom and Dad, as I told you, I always teased Dad, and I said, you're not Italian, you're part gypsy. They moved almost every 2 years and would flip houses before it was ever popular. I mean, they didn't call it flipping houses. That Mom and Dad just enjoyed getting into a new house, and they would fix it up, and then they would sell it and make money on it and move to the next one. Well, one day, but Daddy was always very cautious about spending too much money in a house that they were not going to stay in. They were just getting it ready for someone else, okay? And they had this one house in Bluffview. I think it was Bluffview. And the cabinetry in the kitchen was beautiful. It was called a morning room, okay? And there was so much cabinetry in there, so much cabinetry. And it just looked a little dull. And the guy that was his painter, his name was Andy, Andy told Dad, we're gonna have to refinish all this stuff. And Dad goes, oh, I mean, he could see the dollar signs and commas, you know. And he goes, I tell you what, I'm gonna give you something, and I want you to try that first before you even think about redoing this cabinetry. And so Dad went to work, left him the feed and wax, came home about noontime to see how things were going, and he walked in and he said the cabinets looked like new, like he had already refinished them. And he went and he said, I told you not to refinish them. And he said, Johnny, I didn't. He said, it's the feed and wax. And that's the dramatic change that it can make your cabinets look. I mean, taking them from kind of dull to deep and rich in color, okay? But for stained cabinets, okay? One time my daughter called me. She was in a little rental house, and the cabinetry, it was rental property. They just didn't look that good. And she said, what can I do, Mom? And I said, use the feed and wax on them. She goes, oh, Mom, that's not gonna work. No, my kids don't listen to me, right? And I left her a little sample size one. I said, just try it. And I went by later on that afternoon. That's when they still lived here in San Antonio. And I walked in, and she goes, Mom, I have to tell you something. I said, what? She says, you were right. Well, it put her to tears that the cabinets looked that good, and they did, and yours can too, okay? So that's just some of the things that you can do to make your cabinets look good, okay? But this is just for stained cabinets, okay? All right, and then a lady came in, and she said the previous owner of the house, she had this beautiful brick house, had put numbers on the front, and she had put them on with silicone caulk. Well, silicone caulk is over, and I don't ever recommend silicone caulk, ever. We have it, I never recommend it. But I told her what to do. She said she pulled the numbers off, but the silicone caulk was still there. And I told her, get a product called Contractors Dissolve It. And it will loosen the silicone caulk and allow you to remove it. Now with a smooth surface, it's real easy. You just spray it on and you can pretty much pull it off. But when it's brick and you've got all these little pores in it, you're gonna have to spray it on, and you're gonna have to use a brush to get it out. I would use a very stiff plastic bristle brush, and it will get the silicone out. Now, if those of you that have silicone caulking in your shower, this is what you want to use to get it out. The Contractors Dissolve It. And you want to get that stuff out because it's very hard to clean. There's only one product that I know, RMR 86, that will clean it. But if you take it out and you put a product made by Sashco Sealants, you can use Polyseam Seal, you can use Lexol, it's clear. It also comes in a white, and as you can see, you're looking on Facebook, it's crystal clear. And it never mildews, never. And that's what you want in your shower, that's what you want around the tub. Something that will never mildew, because once silicone mildews, that's it. There's no going back except for RMR. And it also comes in white, okay? You can also use it, I mean, it sticks to anything, okay? Now, I have a couple of more questions. A lady came in and she said she inherited an antique piece. And she says, I don't know where they kept this piece, but it looks horrible. And I said, the color? She says, no, it's just so dirty. I don't know what to use on it. I don't want to use like soap and water. I don't want to use, she just didn't know. She'd never had anything like that. And I introduced her to a product called Clean Finish. It's made by Howard's. It's for wood. They also say upholstery and carpet, okay? But it does amazing stuff on wood, okay? Cleans, and it makes it look good. All right? Okay. Let me tell you where we're located again. We're at 2361 Northwest Military Highway. The store is going to be open till 6:30 today. The phone number here is 210-341-1573. I want to wish all you mamas a happy Mother's Day, especially to my mom. And then that's it for this week, folks. It's time for you to roll up your sleeves and get busy on some of these projects we've been talking about. But by all means, you remember one thing, it will always be a great day to paint. See you next week.